Is there such a thing as a factory-built cafe racer? If you ask a purist, they'll tell you no way. But Kawasaki, Triumph, BMW and several other manufacturers are determined to have you thinking otherwise. It's become pretty clear that the cafe racer scene is well and truly here to stay. Manufacturers want a piece of the action. As a result, many now have their own cafe racers for sale on showroom floors. So let's take a look at a few of them. Here are 5 off-the-shelf modern cafe racers available now in your local dealerships. Royal Enfield Continental GT 650. Back in 2012, Royal Enfield unveiled the 535cc Continental GT and millions of Enfield lovers went wild. 6 years later, they did it again. First, they opened a new development facility in England. Then, they reportedly poached a team of engineers from Triumph's Hinckley facility, and soon afterwards, rumors of a twin-cylinder Enfield were rocking the motorcycle world. With the new 650cc parallel twins, Royal Enfield has really stepped things up. The new bikes come in 2 variants, the Interceptor 650 and the Cafe Racer styled Continental GT 650. Some people may not find a 650 twin all that exciting, but these bikes represent the first twins in the Royal Enfield's range since 1970. It produces a modest 47 horsepower and comes with a slipper clutch 6-speed transmission and ABS. The Continental GT version of the 650 will set you back a few $100s more than the standard Interceptor. Its Cafe Racer styling is less aggressive than some other bikes on this list, but it satisfies all the standard racer styling requirements. You'll find clip-on style handlebars, rear set footpegs, a single seat with a tail cowl and upswept mufflers for better lean angles. Royal Enfield has their sights set on international markets, and this bold new move is sure to help, especially with such an attractive price of $6,000. Norton Commando 961 Cafe Racer. The Cafe Racer list wouldn't be complete without a Norton in it. Norton Motorcycles has seen its fair share of hardships. The company first appeared back in 1898. Since then, it's changed hands several times and even ceased production altogether. Their current hand-built range features a couple of Cafe Racers on sale. The Norton Commando 961 Cafe Racer is the cafe-styled variant of the famous Commando. For those unfamiliar with the bike, it would be easy to mistake it as a Triumph Truxton, but the current Commando has been in production since 2009. The latest version features a Norton 961cc dry-sump parallel twin. The engine produces around 78 horsepower and 90 Nm of torque, which Norton has paired with an impressive list of high-end performance parts. There's fully adjustable suspension front and rear from Öhlins. The brakes are from Brembo with twin discs at the front. Brembo also provided the clutch gear, and the exhaust is a bespoke stainless steel setup. The 961 Commando already has a great classic look, so the Cafe Racer version simply adds clip-on handlebars, rear set footpegs and unique color schemes. Only a few bikes in this list can claim they have true Cafe Racer heritage, and the Norton Commando is one of them. The only issue is that the price isn't for the faint-hearted at around $20,000. BMW R90 Racer. BMW made a cardinal sin when they created the Cafe Racer version of the R90. They downgraded its performance. For some bizarre reason, the Racer features low-spec suspension than the standard R90. It's not all bad though. The performance difference for many riders would be negligible, and it means that the Racer costs less than a standard R90. Unfortunately, there's another issue that's been echoed by many reviewers. The stretched out riding position of the Racer makes it uncomfortable on long hauls. But let's be realistic though, no one is ever gonna tell you that Cafe Racers are comfortable. So, why would you consider buying the R90 Racer? Firstly, it's a beautiful bike. Of all the factory Cafe Racers on this list, it sits at the top when it comes to good looks. Second, it's powered by a tried and tested BMW 1170cc boxer twin. And third, it wears the BMW badge, which guarantees you an equal level of German quality and reliability. If you're on the lookout for an off-the-shelf cafe racer and you're flushed for cash, go test ride one now. The BMW R90 can be yours for $13,545. Kawasaki Z900 RS Cafe. The Kawasaki Z900 RS Cafe was released a short time after the highly anticipated Z900 RS. On paper, both models are identical aside from styling tweaks. Both bikes feature a liquid-cooled 948cc inline-4 that produces 110 horsepower. There's 98 Nm of torque, ABS, adjustable USD forks, a slipper clutch and selectable riding modes. The most notable difference comes in the form of bodywork. Up front, there's a retro fairing, the seat is restyled and it's finished in a bright green paint scheme. The styling of the Z900 RS Cafe is more of a homage to the 80s Eddie Lawson KZ1000R than a cafe racer. That's not a big deal breaker though. Neither was that bright green paint scheme or the incredibly wide fuel tank. We never expected to be smitten with an inline 4, however, the more we ride the Z900 RS, the more we can understand the appeal of these high-revving engines. They offer a great balance of power and everyday reliability, which Kawasaki should be very proud of. If I was gonna lay cash on a modern classic, I would definitely be considering the Z900 RS Cafe. Husqvarna Vitpillin 701. If you hadn't heard of Husqvarna Vitpillin, it's time to crawl out from under that rock. The Swedish first unveiled this futuristic-looking bike back in 2014. Along with looking unlike anything else on the street, the Vitpillin makes a return to the street bike category for Husqvarna. Usually, you'd expect such a move to be met with some teething issue, but this doesn't seem to be the case. Every ride review of the Cyberpunk single has been surprisingly positive. For the development of the Vitpillin, Husqvarna enlisted the help of design firm Kiska. What they came back with was a bike that respected the company's rich past while propelling them well into the future. From the Vitpillin's uniquely shaped tank to the dividing line that splits it diagonally in half, it's a rolling work of art. Is it a cafe racer though? Well, Husqvarna isn't claiming it is, but the Vitpillin confidently ticks all the cafe racer styling boxes. It's got the telltale low handlebars and tight proportions, but more importantly, it has bare-bones, purposeful style. Sure, it looks something off the set of the last Tron movie, but there's no denying that there are hints of 1950s ton-up racers in the mix. As for performance, the Vitpillin 701 is powered by a liquid-cooled 692cc single-cylinder engine with thumbs-out 75 horsepower and 72 Nm of torque. It features the latest tech such as ABS, ride-by-wire throttle and traction control. The Husqvarna Vitpillin 701 starts at $9,500. Triumph Thruxton RS. If there was a king of the hill in modern classic category, it would definitely be Triumph's Thruxton. Triumph has been enjoying the fruits of their labor since the new Bonneville series was released back in 2016. Of all the bikes in the range, it's the Thruxton that is revered the most, and rightfully so. The Thruxton offers everything you'd want in a cafe racer package. It boasts the perfect balance of classic looks and performance. Where other bikes on this list offer mere styling tweaks and minimal performance upgrades, the Thruxton RS actually comes with a lot. When it comes to styling, the Thruxton RS nails the cafe racer aesthetic. Triumph had a great starting point with that classic-looking parallel twin, so all they had to do was continue the retro vibe, and they did an awesome job of it. There are no repurposed components from other bikes in Triumph's range. Everything on the Thruxton was created to suit the modern classic vibe, and it simply looks great. Triumph has also put together a range of aftermarket accessories for the Thruxton, which include a slick half fairing that I'd definitely spend the extra cash on. Yes, the Thruxton RS will cost you an arm and a good chunk of a leg, but every dollar is justified. The bike comes complete with top-of-the-range Showa and Öhlins adjustable suspension. It is powered by a high-power version of the Bonneville 1200cc water-cooled twin producing 96 horsepower. Then there's ABS, switchable riding modes, Brembo brakes, and multi-assist clutch, and the list goes on. This isn't a mere exercise in styling. This is, without a doubt, a performance-focused modern classic. Don't get me wrong, it's no competition for the latest Yamaha R1, but the Triton RS is a thoroughbred. So there you have it, an impressive collection of off-the-shelf cafe racers for sale. Regardless of whether the naming convention is right or not, these retro-style rides are perfect for those who want classic looks and the latest in performance and safety technology. What's your favorite cafe racer, and how many of you guys agree that cafe racers have actually made a comeback? Let us know in the comments down below. We hope you liked the video. If so, please hit that like button, and if you'd like to catch more motorcycle news and content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.